Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in for your daily dose of sunshine. I'm Renee, bringing you a little bit of inspiration and hopefully a way to push you to live a little bit better of your highest version. I've been noticing so many people, myself included, have been very ungrounded lately. I've been just soaking in so much energy, being very empathic. My own family, I have to start putting up my own boundaries. Like, no, you have to put your own stuff in the hamper. You have to do your own thing here and there. Clean up after yourself, please. I don't have enough arms to do it, and I feel it all over the place. So I want to share a few tips to help you stay grounded, and I have to remember to use my own tips when I'm feeling ungrounded. This is a practice that lasts a lifetime, but will leave you feeling so much better when you begin practicing and being mindful. So I guess number one, be mindful in general of all of the things that you do. What feels good to you that you do? What doesn't? What fits? What doesn't? What should get cut? Things like, how much coffee do you drink every day? What do your foods primarily make up? What about your kids? What's their schedule like? How do they act? And what are they doing all day that might correspond if they're giving you a hard time? Maybe they just need something, or maybe they're having screen time too close to bed, or having too much sugar. I know my big one loves to sneak up where the candy's hiding without me knowing. That throws us off sometimes. And also know what's going on in your children's schools or in your community in general. Do you agree with it? You always have, number two, the ability to speak up. Tell what you think is the truth. What do you think works? Okay? Talk to the school district. Talk to a principal. Talk to the people in your town. Try to become involved if there are things going on that make you feel uncomfortable. Okay? And that also includes inside of your household. If somebody that you live with is acting in a way that makes you feel very uncomfortable, it's time to say so. It's time to say so. Because we take on too much when we feel get overwhelmed. It's time to set up those kind of boundaries. You know, if you live with someone who gets angry or frustrated easily, even if it blows over quickly for them, you have to just sometimes vacate, or say, I'm not going to be part of this. Or, I know you're really hungry and that's why you're getting angry, but I'm not going to bicker back with you until you eat. Go eat something now and talk to me later. Because that sets me off sometimes. You never know. So many people get that way. You get that way if you don't eat. I get that way if I don't eat. Be mindful when somebody gets upset with you that it may not be something that you did, or that one little thing you did that set them off, what happened to them beforehand. So before flying off the handle at somebody who's already throwing words at you, try to take a breath and think about, maybe they had a really stressful morning, And when you feel that way with somebody else, like you're starting to put your own frustration on them, try to remember, why am I doing this? Why can't I just speak calmly and convey what I'm feeling? That's the best way to get things through, okay? So, number 3, start a meditation practice. Just 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. Sit and just clear your mind. All the worries, all the stress, all the things that need to get done today. Everything can wait 5 minutes. The kids can wait a few minutes. Your husband, your wife, if you're a man, everyone can just wait 5 minutes. Your boss texting you, your mother, Just wait. Let me get in your quiet space and let everything go. Because when we have so many things on our minds, we don't know what to do first. We don't know what to do next. You know, if you're like me, when I'm feeling really revved up, I'm doing 20 tasks at once and nothing is getting finished. And so in order for you to be able to take care of other people, in order for you to do work for your boss, or to take care of your kids, or to speak to your mother, sometimes you need to clear your own mind. Take care of your own mind before you try to help somebody else. Okay? Number 3, do something physical. Make sure you're doing some sort of movement. You can go take a walk. Even use your walk to meditate. Okay? You just get yourself moving, preferably in nature. I like to move energy. I like to practice yoga. I like to go to a class when I can. When it's not in the budget, or it's not feasible, or I don't have the time, just do it at home. I mean, there are many resources online. Gaia TV. I'm sure Netflix probably has something by now. I'm sure Amazon probably has something. Cable TV, you'll find something there. Okay? I'd also love if Qigong and Tai Chi were more prevalent in all areas. Yoga is thankfully starting to get out, but other things too, okay? I love the idea of martial arts and using that to get your energy out, but sometimes just a mindful movement of the energy is just enough, or can cultivate even more than physical kicks or punches. Maybe mindfully, okay? Number 5, all these sort of tie into each other, okay? Number 5 is when you have to take care of those dreaded chores, or when you're making dinner, or going through all of these grinding tasks that we have to do every day. Instead of thinking it as, okay, nose to the grindstone, think of it more as just a way to think of the things you're grateful for. Think that you are spreading positive energy in your home while you're cleaning it, okay? When you clean your home, you're cleansing your home. You're making it comfortable for yourself and your family and any guests that come in the door when your home is clean. You're doing it for yourself, not because you don't feel like it, okay? When you get to sit on the couch and you look around and everything is done, oh my gosh, hold that feeling of everything being complete in your heart while you do your tasks. And that will help you get through it much faster and more efficiently than getting more frustrated about it, though. Okay. Tea time. Okay. Number 6, make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Okay. Go to bed at a good time and rise early. That's been my current motto. I'm trying to get with the cycles of nature, and really just using that energy of the day to get me through, trying to think, okay, morning, what feels good for me to do and get done in the morning compared to the afternoon, because you know it changes through the day. You could say, oh, I'm going to do something later, but you don't get to it because it doesn't feel right, or you're piling up other things you have to do. Figure, what do you like to do in the morning? What do you like to do in the afternoon? And what do you like to get done in the evening? Okay? Sometimes you have to kind of structure it like that to get it all done. I hate when I have a to-do list and I don't have anything checked off, or maybe one thing. Get the kids on the bus. Check. Okay. So try to do it in a structured order that'll make it easier for each task that goes on. Maybe even do the worst task first. Get it done and out of the way. Or maybe do your phone calls in the morning. If you don't like to do it in the afternoon, use the afternoon for cleaning, or vice versa. Okay, we're going to move on. Number 6, just mindful as far as thinking positively or even thinking objectively of what's going on when you are communicating with others. I basically said that already, didn't I? I think I covered this topic so far. Okay. Number 7, make time for yourself and your passions. This is so important. I found for myself, have a couple minutes a day. Hey, if you want to knit when you're going to bed, that's one little way. If that's something you're passionate about, just getting creative in general. For me, just the chance to get creative for a few minutes kind of helps take care of that. Okay. Any way that you can do it and integrate it into your life. You may not have space in your house to have this big easel with a canvas and all the different colored paints you would like, but maybe you have kids and they have crayons, and you can still get out some creativity that way. 5 minutes, just crayons on the paper, okay? Even with your kids, maybe try something. Say, okay guys, we're going to take 5 minutes, set a timer. What crazy creative thing can you make on this piece of paper? And that's a good way too, when the kids are upset and you're trying to avoid them having a breakdown, and you've tried giving them a snack and you've tried giving them water and they don't need a nap. Maybe they're just overwhelmed with the energy, like us. That's a good way to help them and yourself. All at the same time, bond and let out some of this energy, getting together and feeling that harmony and connectedness. And that really helps to bring us back down too. Okay. Number 8, earth grounding. And this can tie into meditation, but this is something that I was personally told would be very good for me to do, and I think it would be good for everybody on the planet to do. So just 15 minutes, stand in the grass barefoot and just bring it in. Ground yourself. Use visualizations if you like. I like to do that. Roots from your feet into the earth. White light from the sky, bringing it in. The sun, just face the sun. That's all you have to do. That's enough. Okay? Close your eyes, set a timer if you need to. I found out today I didn't need a timer. So, just do that for a few minutes. Just use that to clear your mind instead of sit down traditional meditation. If that doesn't work for you, try just standing in the grass barefoot. 15 minutes. Easiest medicine. There's your daily dose of vitamin D. You don't need to get it from your milk today. Or your orange juice. There it is. Free. Just go out and it's yours. And that will also help you really stay on the ground and be able to focus on the day. That's something that's starting to help me. And I find that when I don't get it, I'm usually not the same person. Okay. Number 9, pass on as much information as you can. Truthful information. Stories from your family or bits of ancient knowledge to your children or anyone who you think would benefit from them. I'm sorry to the school, to my kids' teachers for now and through the future, but every time Columbus Day comes up, my kid may or may not say something a little extra when it comes to that lesson. We try to really be mindful and aware. What really happened? Anything in history. My kid won't just learn the things in his textbook, but I'm going to sprinkle in some truths that I've also learned connected to the topics. But have him keep open-minded. There are pros and cons to everything. Amazing things wouldn't have happened if Columbus didn't go to the Americas, and really terrible, horrible things could have been avoided if he did not go to the Americas. So, it's kind of good with the bad. It's a good point of history to know. That's okay. Along with many, many other topics that we learn about and that we don't learn about. Not only that, pass on how to do things to your kids. I wish that I wanted to help my mother clean a little more as a kid. Maybe I wouldn't have had to look up home remedies on the internet for certain stains if I had just been paying attention. You know, my husband laughs at the time his mom once asked him, when he was a teen, "Hey, do you want to learn how to put a new screen in a screen door?" And he says, "Nah," and moves on. Now we're adults with our own home, and man, he wishes he took that lesson. You know, pass on any little bits you can. The little sayings, things that'll help keep them uplifted that they'll remember for years. Anything you can that you think is true, pass it on. Pass it on, pass it on. Okay, and my last tip for today is really take on some sort of spiritual practice if you don't already. If you go to church, awesome. If you go to mosque, awesome. If you pilgrimage every year, cool, very cool. If you just feel that connection to nature and feel your soul connected with all of the other souls and the universe, that works too. Because God really is one and the same. It's that universal drive, that spark of life. And it's about how you connect to it. That counts, okay? I don't believe you have to sit in church every day. I don't believe that you necessarily have to have a circle to pray to the moon at night. It's fun, but it's also not necessary. It's about your intention and how you show and spread that connection and love with the universe, God, source, your word for that. Otherwise, I have one last tip. So nice number 11, that's a great number. Pick up any sort of divination that you are interested in. I've been reading tarot cards since I was 8 years old. I'm so thankful that my mother allowed me to have them, because not everyone's mom would let you have them at that age. Even just learning astrology, look up your own birth chart, learn how to read it, become familiar with the signs, or start trying to read your dreams. Just keep a dream journal. That's the easiest first way, okay, to get into it. Interpret your dreams, because there are ways to connect to our higher self, to source. If you can't think of the answer to a question, just ask. And these things are just tools to help you connect and to be able to clearly know and understand. Okay? These are all great ways and tips to become more grounded, feel more calm, more yourself, especially on days that you feel way out there. Okay? Otherwise, I hope I helped to spread a little love and light your way, and I hope you can pass it along. Have a wonderful day, guys.